We must discuss a very important pasuk in Mishlei. Pasuk in Mishlei says, Kabed et Adonai mehonecha umereshit kol tevuatecha. What does that mean? What does that mean? If you look on go look at all zira'im. Says zira'im. Go look at all the zira'im. And you'll see that it's dealing with, you make, for example, grains. You ever hear of the mitzvah of bikurim? What's the mitzvah of bikurim? Natan, what's the mitzvah of bikurim? The first fruits comes from Lashon of bechor. The first fruits of the Shabbat Aminim, you have to designate. The second it blossoms, you put a rubber band around it, you designate it. That's it. Bikurim, this is like Nigdash. You bring it to Beit HaMikdash. You understand what's going on over here? Right? You have animals. There's something called Ma'aser Behema. What's Ma'aser Behema? You have 10 animals. The 10th animal, Hashem, belongs to Hashem. You have Ma'asrot. You have, and like before you could, you gather all the grains, right? And before you eat from the grains, you have to make sure you give Ma'aser from the granary. You hear what's going on over here? You have for the animals, you have for the grains, you have for the first fruits, you constantly looking and seeing that Hashem's like, oh yeah, pe'ah. You know what pe'ah is? On your field. On your field. Don't plow the whole field from all the granary. No. Leave a portion on the corner of the field for the aniyim. Really, it's fine. Kadosh Baruch Hu, but he's telling you, I want to give my portion, yani, you know what I mean? To the aniyim. You hear what's going on over here? We have ma'asrot, we know, with money. You ain't money, put 10%. You did this, you did that. Reshitat gez. There's something called reshitat gez. When you shear the animal, you got to give a piece. All these things is to teach us one thing. One thing and one thing only. That nothing belongs to us. You know, you're not understanding. It's like you're wearing a coat. Oh, wait. Reshitat gez. That wool, the fur, not yours. Ma'asrot, you pulled in money, take 10%. You pulled in grain, 10. Give to the Levi, give to the Kohen Terumah, give to this, give to that. Hello, what am I left? You're not understanding. What you own isn't yours. It's all Borei Olam that He gave you a gift. He gave you a gift. And in order to drill it in your brains, give here, give there, give there, give there, give there. Yeah. What do you do? I'm giving. Because you don't own it. You do not own it. And there's laws on the giving. There's laws. Give it. What's the pshat? Pshat is because everything Hashem gave you. So why are we always constantly reminded about this? Why every time we're always constantly reminded? Because a person's working. And when he works, he feels that he's accomplished. Go look. I plowed my field. You know how many months it takes to grow granary? Huh, Joe? How long does it take? You know? Months. Takes months. And I plowed the land, and I planted the seeds, and I harvested, and I winnowed, and I grounded, and I this. Finally I have all this granary. Yes! Wait. Give. What? Because with all that work, don't think that it's you. Don't think it's you. And it's very easy to think that it's you. You know when you're a good talker? You know when you're a good talker, good salesman? You know, one guy does all that. Watch this guy. He's going to come in. I'm going to make sure he spends $1,000 in my store. Boom. You have to buy that and buy this and buy that. And he walks out, he spent $2,000. Wow, you see? And he tells his partner, you have to know how to talk. In life, you have to know how to talk. You have to know how to close the deal. You have to know how to close the deal. Meanwhile, it's all because we're giving him a gift. So he gave you a gift to know how to talk. He gave you a gift to know how to talk in order for you to make the deal. But not because in order to think, oh yeah, it's my credit. Understand what I'm saying? Understand? Chavetz Chaim used to say, you say guys that are wealthy, they're very energetic, they're big, they hustle, they this, they that. Look, that's why I'm rich. He says, no, you're not understanding. When you were first born, Hashem decided you're going to be rich, so He made you energetic that you could hustle 24 hours a day non-stop, and you're on the phone with China and this and that. Because Hashem decreed that you're going to be wealthy, so He did all that. So what does the guy think? He takes all that gifts. Yeah, look, I know how to do it. So what does Hashem remind you again and again? You have something, give. You got this, give. You get this, give. You're giving all the time. Percentage, a certain percentage, 10% here, few percent there. But why? It's to show you nothing belongs to you. And that's how we can fulfill this pasuk. Because what does this pasuk say? Kabed Adonai mehonecha. You have to respect Hashem with mehonecha means really anything that you're getting, you have to respect Hashem with. For example, let's say comes a talit, comes tefillin, and there's different qualities, just like you have different qualities of car, right? Different qualities of suits. There's different qualities in a sefer Torah and tefillin, and is how the person wrote it. How I know there was a fellow one time, he gave an exorbitant amount of money for a certain sefer Torah. I said, whoa, it's like, whoa. He's like, this guy, he built a mikveh in his house. You know this? He built a mikveh in his house because he's a sofed. And every time he writes Hashem's name in the sefer Torah, he doesn't do it without dipping in the mikveh. He goes out, then he writes Yud Kei Vav Kei. You hear what's going on? No. You hear what's going on? Hello? You there? He doesn't want to go out of his house, out of the what's it called, writing the sefer without dipping in the mikveh every time he writes Yud Kei Vav Kei. So he says you have to pay for every single dot. You have tefillin. Tefillin is very, there's something very expensive. But what? Kabed Hashem, respect God. Mehonecha. Mehonecha means everything that He gave you. Now, when you're giving towards Him, you want to give Him the best of the best. So now you have you have two talets. One talet, they tell you looks magnificent. How much? This price. This talet, how much? Half the price. I'm going to go with the price. No! I'm going to go with the best of the best. You hear what's going on over here? Because you're respecting God mehonecha. You know when they buy lulav and etrog? There's different brands, lulav and etrog. You buy the best of the best. Right? Even when it comes to lighting up halakat nerot, the best of the best. Olive oil is much more expensive than a candle. Right? Yes or no?
Yeah, 100%.
Olive oil is more expensive than lighting a candle. So now you're respecting Hashem, lighting Shabbat candles. I want to get the oil. I want to get this one. Candle takes 2 seconds. You ever set up your wife's candles or no? You did it or no? I'm not going to mention your name now. I was going to mention your name. You see what he does? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Nobody knows. The camera's on me. You know what he knows? Don't look at it. Well, I set up my wife's candles. What is it? I put oil. It's easy to put candles. Just put a candle here, candle there. It's done. But Shemen Zayit Zach, olive oil is a higher brand, higher level. Go put olive oil. Understand? You're respecting Hashem even more. Wow, look, I can just put a candle. Now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go and put olive oil, a wick, a this, a that. Make it set up. Wow, look, you're respecting Hashem with it. You know, one time there was a great-grandmother that was in the house. And you know they sell mazah. You know what I'm talking about? Mazah, lahmajin, kibbeh, you know what I'm talking about? They sell it all over. So the great-granddaughter brought it to her grandma. Hey, grandma, you don't have to make mazah. I got you a dozen lahmajin. I got you kibbeh. I got you. She screams at her, get out of my house! Get it out of my house! What do you mean? Out of my house. She didn't want to come into her house. Says, why? Says, Oneg Shabbat? I'm going to make my Oneg Shabbat. I've been doing it for 60 years. You're not going to come and buy me some lahmajin. I'm going to make my lahmajin. I'm going to make my kibbeh. Wow. Oneg Shabbat. This is how you respect Hashem. Making kibbeh. You know, you say, what are you doing? Yeah, I'll buy you the maza. Of course you can just go buy maza. I'm making homemade goods. I'm putting my effort into owning Shabbat. So when you eat your kibbeh and you dip it in the tahini that I made and I just didn't buy from the store, so you enjoy it and you appreciate mommy's kibbeh.
You can't compare my mother's kibbeh to the store.
Exactly. You can't compare. Yeah, it's true. Can't compare. Even my wife, she makes amazing lamajin. You can't compare. You cannot compare. There's that. I'm not joking. It's like Isra Hag, say, I'm going to have some seudah. I put a lamajin. Unbelievable. Fresh, homemade goods. And your mother made it. There's that. Oh, mommy's kibbeh. Different thing. And you think it's a joke. Big deal, Rabbi, kibbeh. You may go, what was the shiur about today? Kibbeh. What do you mean, big deal, kibbeh? It's not about kibbeh. It's about respecting Hashem with everything that you own. Respecting Hashem with your money, with your even baking, with your cooking, and the way you do it also. Understand what's going on over here? And that's what it is. You respect Hashem me'onecha. Respect Hashem whenever you can respect Him. I'm going to do it. Don't just let somebody do it. I'm going to do it. And you know what's the biggest proof to it? The biggest proof to it is in Masechet Kedushin. What does it say in Masechet Kedushin? There was a rabbi, Rav Papa. They had all these servants. The rabbis, they were wealthy. They had his servants. So, they're making fish. Gemara speaks about they're making fish. So a guy goes, what are you making fish for? You have Jose, you have all these guys, you know what I'm saying? You have this guy, you have that guy, you have a butler, you have a cook, you have a chef, you have a baker. Go sit and learn. Go sit and learn. We know the but over here, you went out of it. One item I have to make myself. I'm going to make the fish myself. You're not touching my Shabbat fish. Gemara says it. Mitzvah, bo, yoter mi b'shalucho. Mitzvah with me is more than my shaliach. Yeah, I can delegate everybody. You do this, you do that, you do that, you do that. Kol Shabbat, everything's hadid. Sabri mananan. Over here, you do it yourself. You know when my wife does the cook, I say, wait. At least I mix the chicken, I do something. I'm not joking. I go into the thing, wait, don't finish. I want part of the mitzvah. I go like that. When does that, what do you do? I was like, I'm getting part of the mitzvah. What do you mean? What do you think? You're just eating machshi like that? No, I'm going to mix it. So you're eating daddy and mommy's baking, cooking. Okay, of course my mother. I was like, I got it, mommy, daddy. I go like this. What you do? Yeah, I helped Shabbat food. I helped. Real item. It's a real item. And now I can point to, hey. I don't want to say your name. He cooks every Shabbat. The guy sitting in front, he tells his wife, I want to cook 3 dishes. He goes to the I said, wait, where are you? He's like, I'm cooking. I was like, go cooking, go to work. No, I got to cook my Shabbat food. No. I'm not joking. He cooks his Shabbat food. He cooks 3 dishes at least. Mazbut, yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, that's what I mean. He tells us, wait. So this is what it is. And this is respecting Hashem. Kabet Hashem me'onecha. Do it yourself. Do the mitzvah yourself. Go ahead and do it yourself. You send the guy, buy my lulav, buy my etrog. Over here, I'm going to get involved in the mitzvah. I'm going to buy my etrog. I'm going to go see my lulav. I'm going to go see my hadas. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to do handmade goods. Handmade goods. You hear what's going on? No, I'm going to do it myself. I'll give you the best example. You're doing a bet knesset, bet midrash. That's like downstairs, we're fixing it up. Call our contract, do the whole thing, yalla. No. I get involved. Give me the hammer. What are you doing? I'm putting the nail in the bet midrash. Yeah, fuck. Maybe you got a splinter or 2 times, but it's okay. I'm not joking. I'm not even kidding. In Panovich, when they were doing the what's it called? The grand, what are they called? The grand breaking? The rabbi himself, when he put the cement, pictures, he put the cement inside. The foundation's with me. There was a guy on my block. He called me up, said, Rabbi, I need to bring me 10 rabbis right now. I said, where are you going? 10 rabbis right now. We were learning the Kolel. I said, okay, after we finish first, I'll bring them. We finished learning the Kolel. I'll tell you who the guy is. I don't know if he wants to be on camera. I'll tell you who the guy is after, and you know who he is. I can't tell you what happened. I'll tell you. I don't know if he wants me to say it on camera. But we went, 10 guys right into the kollel. So what's going on? We see a cement truck. So what's going on? So I'm doing my foundation of my house from bottom up. The foundation, I want every kollel guy to put a shovel of cement now in my foundation. I can't put that. He's taking pictures. Well, he wants to commit. This is the honoring God. These guys are the builders of the world. Sitting down learning Torah Kedosha. It's the Torah that holds up the world. The Torah is going to put my foundation. Yeah? So he made us all take hats, shovels. After camera, I'll tell you what it is. Mike, you know who he is. We're all putting it's the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing. That'll make a difference. You do it yourself. This is it's delicious. You're going out. You're doing it homemade, handmade. You know Cham Yosef. You know Cham Yosef. You know what Navon told me. He told me I used to go. He was getting older, and by the sukkah, he said, "No, I have to get involved in the mitzvah." Imagine it. He got older and he's pushing. I want to do a little bit, just a little bit, So it's not dangerous for to go by. But the rabbis, even though they get older, they want a little pot. At least put the sukkah. Okay, fine. Let me push the schach. I want handmade goods. I want to respect Hashem. Kabed Hashem mehonecha. Respect God. Homemade goods. Mitzvah bo yoter mibishilucho. When you do it, is greatness that you're putting your effort, your own effort into that mitzvah.